himself. Let us welcome you all. We know you're very happy, very appreciative, very supportive. But in your support for your new member of parliament, today in this house, we ask that you have to smile as much as you want to, but you also have to remain silent. So you won't be given the chance to clap if he speaks. All right? Thank you very much. We will now move right along to, you're looking at the head table below me here. There's a new face. And this face is no other than Mr. Christopher Corn. 6 years of practice under his belt as a lawyer. Previously, he was with HAJ, and now he is here as our deputy clerk. Let us make welcome Mr. Corn. Also, our presenter today, debate, will be Member of Parliament Robert Miller. Mr. Robert Miller.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated.
Mrs. Christiane Miller. At this time, the tributes. This from the desk of the Most Honorable Juliet Holness, Member of Parliament, Speaker of the House of Representatives, on the passing of Lady Golding. Members, as we begin today, I would like to take the opportunity to express deepest condolences to the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, on the passing of his mother, Lady Patricia Golding. Lady Golding led a life of dedicated service to community. Through her work with her husband, the late Sir John Golding, at the Mona Rehabilitation Center and with the Girl Guides, she had a positive impact on the lives of many. Lady Golding has left a lasting legacy of which her family should be proud. Let us keep Mr. Golding and his family in our prayers as they navigate this difficult period. House Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I do have a few comments to make, but in keeping with the fact that the tribute has started, I would like to join you in extending the heartfelt condolences of this side of the House in particular to the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, on the passing of his beloved mother, Lady Patricia Golding. And I am going to indulge a personal moment here because I know that the Leader of the Opposition knows how close a relationship I shared with her in her powerful years at the university and particularly in Mona Commons. And the family that she led with her late husband, Sir John Golding, is just such an example to all the families in the Mona Commons community. The College Commons, and I want to change very quickly Mona Commons lest it be confused. College Commons at the University of the West Indies. And I recall very well as the Member of Parliament then for Eastern St. Andrew, the deep relationship that I shared with the family, and particularly two families in that group, the Mansing family, and of course, the Golding family. And every Christmas we could look forward to the wonderful Christmas soirees that both had. In fact, they interchanged. This year it was Lakshmi and Ajit Mansing, and the next year it was Sir John and Lady Golding. But beyond that, it was an opportunity for us to see how generosity of spirit and how the strength of a woman prevailed to enable the accomplishments of a man, Sir John Golding, and of course, today we have Mark Golding. What we saw, and certainly what I experienced, was a lady of great passion, a woman of deep resolve, and someone who had a generosity of spirit that knew no bounds. Her sense of philanthropy was equally so. And she shared with her husband in building out the most enduring institution for the protection of the disabled in Jamaica, the Mona Rehabilitation Center. And so many hundreds of persons who otherwise might have lost their limbs were able to have restoration and to come back to as normal an existence as was possible as a result of Sir John and Lady Golding's work. Both now have expired and have gone to better places. And they have left behind, however, a legacy, a strong and powerful legacy, not only in terms of the institutions that are there. The Mona Rehab Center stands out, the Cheshire Village stands out, but certainly she has produced one who now has aspirations to offer service at the highest level in our land. And we want to say that her compassion and unswearing and indeed unwavering commitment to service will no doubt redound to Mark's own efforts in the years to come. May Lady Golding's great life not only be an example to be followed, but may the spirit that has inspired her takes her to that place of rest in the arms and the bosom of Abraham. And I know that Mark understands that reference. May her soul rest in peace and light perpetual shine on her.
Member from Kingston Eastern and Port Royal, Member of Parliament, Mr. Philip Paulwell.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I join with the leader of government business and on behalf of this side of the parliament to express our sympathies to the leader of the opposition and indeed the rest of the family who are not present as we acknowledge this significant passing. The member from Southwest St. Andrew will give a more fulsome tribute. But what I find remarkable, Mr. Speaker, every week the leader of government business and myself, we meet on the phone to fight about the agenda. But today when we had that meeting, he was much more verbose than normal when he spoke about Lady Golden. And I found that quite remarkable because I learned so much, leader of the opposition, from the leader of government business today about Lady Patricia Golden, who I didn't know, unfortunately, but who I believe I know a lot better, having spent that much time on the phone today with the leader of government business. So I want to thank you for that. And the demonstration that sometimes we inside here appear to be always at each other's throat. But when it comes on to national moments, moments of grief and identity, there is always a reaching across of the aisle, and we express our sympathies in humane manner. Lady Patricia Golding is one of those remarkable women that this country has had, oftentimes a bit overshadowed by the more renowned husbands. We know of Mrs. Edna Manley, Lady Bustamante, and so on and so forth. And oftentimes, they are not given the prominence that they deserve. But today, as we acknowledge her,
Take Julie as an example. She's 69 years old and lives